Tyrant Terminator!
After an officer involved in Vance County. It all happened just before noon today on Young Street in Henderson. WRAL's Willie Danley was on the scene and he joins us live from the Vance County Sheriff's Office. And Willie, what is the latest?
Well, Julian, I can imagine that it was a pretty stressful day inside the doors right behind me at the Vance County Sheriff's Office after that deputy pulled a man this afternoon. Today, I spoke to a woman who says she's the girlfriend of the person shot, and she tells me it didn't have to end this way.
This is what neighbors described to me as the shocking scene on Young Street in Henderson, where one man with an officer involved around noon. The Vance County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the man shot at a local hospital soon after arrival. Officials have not yet released his name. I spoke to May Bullock, who says she is the 7-month pregnant girlfriend of the man shot by the deputy. She tells me her boyfriend was driving her to the hospital due to pain from her high-risk pregnancy when they were pulled over.
We ended up getting pulled over, and the police ran my child's father's name, and it came back that he had a warrant for his arrest. And he told the police, he said, "I'm not going to jail today. I'm going to go take my child's mother to the hospital."
Bullock says her boyfriend then led the deputy on a chase before being stopped again here on US 1.
He proceeded to run away from the police. The police chased him with his gun, and when he got back, he tried to mace him. And I told the police, I said, "Hey, I'm pregnant. Don't spray it, mace. I'm pregnant." And next thing I know, my boyfriend got in the car, and he proceeded to flee. And that was it. I was left standing on the side of the US 1 highway.
Not long after her boyfriend fled the scene, Bullock learned he was killed by a deputy. A woman living nearby who preferred to remain anonymous heard the shots from inside her home.
We heard 3 gunshots, and the only thing we saw was the guy and the officer. He was on the ground. I didn't think he was alive. I didn't think he was alive when I seen him because he had it was no sound, no like he was in pain or anything.
Bullock tells me the last few months of her pregnancy haven't been easy, and now on top of that, she's going to have to do it alone.
And they didn't have no reason to shoot him for running. They could have tased him. I'm gonna have to raise my child without his father.
Bullock tells me the last time she saw her boyfriend was when she was on the side of US 1. She wasn't allowed to visit him in the hospital. WRAL has reached out to the Vance County Sheriff's Office to learn more about the moments that led up to this shooting and the officer who pulled the trigger. In Henderson, Willie Danley, WRAL News.
So yeah, TTA family, as y'all can see, man, yeah, another officer involved shooting, man. Totally disgusting, man. You know, to be perfectly honest with you, man, I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion surrounding this all the way around the table, to be honest, man. Someone just sent me this video this morning, wanted me to cover it, wanted me to give my opinion on it. I'm definitely gonna give my opinion on it. It's another part of the story. You know, it's another part of the story that you guys are going to see as well. Is going to go more in detail, just a tad bit more. So y'all check this clip out as well.
Pulled over miles away from where we are now, then a chase, and then Johnny Mayfield getting out on foot and ending up here shot and killed. Tonight, his family says they want answers.
I'm just trying to hold it together.
It was a happy time for May Bullock, excited to welcome her first child in May with her boyfriend, Johnny Mayfield.
So I was excited to see him be a dad. I was excited of us having a big dream of us getting a bigger house, everything.
But this morning, that dream turned upside down. May says she was having pregnancy pains, and she and Johnny were pulled over, heading to the hospital. Police ran his tags and discovered he had old warrants. She hoped they could figure out a solution, but then things escalated.
He said, "I'm not going to jail today. I'm going to go take my baby mama to the hospital." And then he ran across US 1, jumped over the media. The police was chasing him with his gun.
That's when she says he got back into the car and drove off. May was left on the side of the road as police chased after Johnny.
I'm out here and I'm walking on the side of the highway and my phone goes blank and I don't hear him no more.
By then, Johnny was back in Henderson, reaching this neighborhood before getting out of his car and running between 2 houses before getting shot. You can hear the shots on a neighbor's video. Another neighbor saw him on the ground. He was taken to the hospital and later died.
Whether if he jumped out and ran or not, he didn't deserve to be gunned down the way he did. But it was wrong. He was gunned down like a dog.
May says she knows Johnny has been in trouble with the law before, but wonders why this had to escalate in the first place. A quick search of court records found missed court dates in Johnston and Person counties, which could have led to that warrant.
They didn't have no reason to shoot him. He didn't have no gun, no weapon, no drugs, no nothing on him.
Now, as she looks for answers, staying strong for Johnny's legacy.
My baby name would be Jakari Lee Mayfield.
And we've continued to ask the Vance County Sheriff for more information on this case. They have not provided any more updates, but they did say that this is an active investigation and that the SBI is now involved. In Henderson, Tom George, ABC 11, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, TTA family. So as y'all can see, man, officer involved shooting, man. I mean, unalive this young man. I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion around it, all the way around the table, man, just to be perfectly transparent. I feel like, okay, police departments, they always try to, when someone tries to resist, especially if it's face-to-face, they like to use pepper spray, tasers, you know, if it's real close in proximity. Sometime when people run away, if they try to evade, the police do pull out their gun and unfortunately shoots the person, right? And this young man was unalive, unfortunately. I really believe that that's disgusting because it's obviously other things that you could do. He could have called for backup. They could have set up a perimeter if they couldn't find a guy, just like they do everybody else, man, when people try to evade. You know, everybody doesn't end up shot, you know what I mean? So there's other stuff he could have done, you know what I mean? The man was unarmed. All you was doing was chasing him. So it seems to me like shooting him was because you was maybe lazy not to do other things that could have been put in place to apprehend the young man, right? So that's the first thing. The cop totally messed up. A lot of people are sending, well, a couple of people sent me this video and wanted me to cover it. Their opinions, I'm not going to say any names, but their opinions is that the young man should have complied. I understand, I'm going to be honest, I understand where they're coming from with that, you know. I can understand that a little bit. The man is getting pulled over, trying to rush this girl to the hospital. She's having complications. But the police did pull him over and say you had a warrant. And you know, basically their opinion is if he just go take care of his warrant, then he'll be alive, right? I see their point in that. I see the point in that. But it still doesn't give the cop the right to unalive this young man. I guarantee that's not part of the it's not part of any type of practice policy or anything. He just did that. He did that on, to me, look like on some lazy stuff, like keep chasing the man, tackle him down, get close enough to tase him. You know what I mean? It just sounds real pitiful and shameful. But again, you know, I understand where y'all are coming from. You know what I mean? I can see the point that you're trying to make in terms of the young man complying. You know what I mean? You know, getting in the car, getting handcuffs put on you, getting took to the county jail, taking care of your warrant. I see where you're going. I see where y'all going with that. But still on top of that, still don't get the deputy the right to do it, man. It just don't. You know what I mean? Should have, like I said, could have did other things. But I just wanted to cover it real quick, man. A couple of you guys asked me to cover this for you guys, man. So there it is, man. I got a big week coming up for you guys, man. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. We're back hitting the road, and we'll be good to go, man. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned until the next time. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this one, too. Go.
That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever.